Shalom. It's been brought to my attention that a lot of people that deal with this Bible do not know what sin is. So let's go see a verse that describes it, but then let's also dive into the Hebrew and see what it means. So straight up, we see it in the Bible. It's very self-explanatory. 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. The law is what was given to Moses on Mount Sinai. The 10 Commandments and so forth and so on. The 10 Commandments is not every single law. So we get it. If the Most High Yahweh says do something and we don't do it, then it's transgression of the law. And if he says don't do something and we do it, then that is transgressing the law. But let's get a deeper Hebraic understanding of sin. So this is the word for sin. It's the word chata, or as you see right here as well, chatat. It comes from the root word chat, which means measure or cord or miss. In the concordance, it says, because particularly it's talking about a cord with knots in between them. Thus, that's why you see this right here representing the cord and this representing a knot for incremental measurements. Now remember, miss is abstract. For the most part, it just means measure. But this is the word for sin directly. It's the word chata. It means measure or abstractly sin. When shooting an arrow or other object to a target, the distance that one misses is measured with a cord. The wrong actions of one are also measured against the correct action. Now when you get into the pictographic Hebrew, this right here is a chet, and it represents a fence. It means separation of in or out. But picture-wise, it can also mean a connection to something. This is the tet. It is a basket. It means to protect or surround. Sometimes they even say snake, but for the most part, it means to be inside of something. And this is the aleph. It means ox, leader, source, or power. Basically, whatever is the living force behind something, right? It's even sometimes used to describe all, or quote unquote God, because he is the source of all things, the Most High Yahweh. He's the power source of all existence. But this is what the real meaning is. Remember, this means separated, this means to protect, and this means God. So sin is being separated from the protection of God. So being separated from the protection of God literally means anything can happen to you. Where do we see this at? Job chapter 1, when the Most High Yahweh says, have you considered my servant Job? There is none like him, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth Elohim and sheweth evil. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, fearing God is keeping his commandments. Then Shaitan answered Yahweh and said, doth Job fear God for naught? Hast not thou made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side? Job was protected by the Most High Yahweh because he feared him, which means he kept his commandments, which means he was not separated from the protection of God. As long as you keep every law, statute, and commandment, you will be protected by the Most High Yahweh. Strive for truth unto death, and Yahweh shall fight for thee. Which means Yahweh will fight for you because you are not committing sin.